their slaves held. And then to guard the Mississippi River, they didn't have forts, they didn't have watchtowers, they didn't have anything. They had a giant steel chain, and they strung it along the river. And it was only effective in a low tide.
Yeah. Well, that's funny.
And the way Louisiana or the Union took Louisiana is they waited till a high tide and just sailed the ships over the chain, and then after their troops were there, they just cut the chain down. Brilliant. But General Beauregard was not a guy to fuck with, though. He was quite amazing in what he was capable of doing.
What did you say?
General Beauregard. Fucker.
There's some joker in the lobby. Oh,
I saw it.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah, General Beauregard, he was quite the general. He doesn't get as much credit as he should have. Like, you know how Lee is the world famous and important Confederate general and such. But, you know, Beauregard did 10 times as much as what Lee did. He just wasn't famous.
Didn't he lose, damn it, that fort on the Mississippi?
Well, yeah, because the Confederacy didn't send supplies. You gotta think about it, though. Louisiana and Texas were cut off completely by the Mississippi River the Union had. And so, it was, you know, failed from the start, basically, when he had to hold that fort. But, I mean, and then you know how Louisiana State University's mascot's the Louisiana Tiger, and, you know, the Louisiana Tigers, they get their name from a Confederate regiment. The Louisiana Tigers. Those guys were heroes for the state of Louisiana. When they, you know, the Battle of Mansfield, which is very famous in the Confederate history of Louisiana, or Louisiana history in general. These guys, which was 120 men,
hey, wake up,
by themselves. What's going on? Okay. What was I saying? I got interrupted. Oh, 120 men were told in the Battle of Mansfield were told to hold this hill because it had a strategic reconnaissance position. Well, why? Yes, I have a game room, but we're in game at the moment. Strategic reconnaissance position. And these guys were told to hold it. Well, I forget who was in charge for the Union Army. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember, though. I'm a terrible human being. Basically saw that, oh, there's only 120 men. Well, let's send the 5th and 6th Battalion to go take that hill from them. Which, that would be about 1,500 men he sent, with cannons, horses, cavalry, the whole 9 yards. And these were just riflemen, you know, like farm boys with rifles. Who were very, very well trained, obviously, because they were kind of a shock regiment. And I'm gonna go Gregory Anna.
Oh, well, I think it's already over.
Yeah. Oh, well, Hines sticking in there. What a champ. What a man. What a legend.
But, you know, and so they held that hill for 3 days. And they ran out of ammo on the 3rd day. And so they started throwing rocks, and they actually killed a Confederate, or a Union captain. A sergeant in that regiment killed a Confederate, or a Union captain by beating him to death with a rock. And then after they were done throwing rocks at the Union, they did a bayonet charge down the hill where they were outnumbered. Most of them were killed and the rest were captured, and then they were out of action the rest of the war. But that kind of valor was really, you know, I don't respect their cause and everything, but you still gotta respect the kind of valor and bravery they had.
Sure, and I do. The thing that frustrates me is like just the bigotry and stuff that I see for other groups of people and stuff that really turns me off from respecting it is like just in this. I know this isn't everybody, so I'm not talking to you or about you or anything like that, but like there's a lot of people who will say I'm a big Francophile, like my last name's French and everything, and I relate a lot to it. And you know, you'll have people who will say really nasty things about the way France fought World War II, and then you know, just will ignore similar histories of valor and stuff and just wipe it off as like cowardice and all this other stuff. So as soon as, you know, people hear me out on that stuff, then I'm more willing to listen to their stories of, you know, forgotten valor for whatever reason.
Well, yeah, I mean, if anything, Foreign Legion needs more credit than what they got. The French Foreign Legion held all of North Africa against the Italian onslaught for however long they did, and the French refused to send them ammunition, you know, supplies. So they end up having to steal supplies from the dead Italians and Germans.
Well, I mean, de Gaulle wasn't in any position to. He basically had to petition England, and I mean, England's cock much of an ally at the beginning of the war. If you look at it, like, I mean, basically it took off.
I mean, England. I think Poland and England were allied, and England gave up on Poland. Right, they said no.
England and France had the opportunity to push into Western Germany, and they didn't, which is to their, you know, they should have, because they could have. And Hitler said, like, if they would have pushed, I would have had to fold, because he didn't have anything left in the Western Germany, its garrison units. So, I mean, it was a missed opportunity on both their sides. Both France and Britain kind of fucked Poland. You know, I think it's just a little worse for Britain, because then as soon as France gets attacked, they peace out across the English Channel, and to say, well, miracle Dunkirk, good thing those Germans didn't kill us. Well, you forget that the French Second Army was defending them on the beach while the British had a do an attack order. So, kind of bittersweet, I think. Their whole miracle nonsense. I don't know, I get pretty butthurt about it, so I'm sorry.
So you're like directly French, like a couple generations then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. My family's been in America since it was a colony, a Spanish colony. There's evidence of my family. First, there were 3 brothers who were Basque. They weren't directly Spanish. They were Basque from the country of Navarra a long time ago that eventually became Spain due to complications.
Crown things.
Yes. But anyway, you know, these 3 brothers come here, and I have the deed of them landing, like the notification of them landing, or a copy of it anyway. I don't have the exact deed because it's like 650 years old or something like that.
Right.
But anyway, they came here, 3 brothers. I'm directly related to the middle brother, and they only had a suit of armor for each. No horses, no wives, no nothing. Just 3 suits of armor, 3 men. And they made way for America. And they landed in Mexico and established the colony of Mexico for them, and then established the colony of New Mexico for the Spanish. And there's a monument there in Albuquerque that has my family's name and everything on it. It's pretty crazy.
That's awesome, man.
I've never been there to see it, though.
Okay. But you should go, man. That's really cool. Hey, keep your commandozi out of that Jaeger town. I'm gonna bomb it real quick.
God, they just wrecked my LSTR. I cry.
Oh man, that's sad.
Oh, did I bring out another command? I'm an idiot. Delete your command, Rafferman. I'll cap it. Delete it. Delete it. Delete it. Thank you.
Got it.
And then there's a cave with... there's like a cave... and there's like a cave drawing in the foothills of New Mexico. It's like a note to one of my ancestors from another guy who basically said this one guy owed my ancestor some gold, and he left the notification to where to find it in this cave, and it's unknown if the gold is still out there or not, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Look into that.
God, that's a lot of Phoenix.
Yeah.
That is a lot of Phoenix.
I could send you TY90s.
Alright, that would be sweet. LSDR are out of the ammos.
Try get your T-72 to cut off that supply line.
Yeah.
There's stuff coming over now.
Working on it. Oh. Well, fuck you too, mate.
Look at all that AA. God damn.
That's a lot of LVK. He's just spamming shit. He's the only person that's great. He must be losing his mind. I have so much stuff!
that availability bonus is OP.
Wow, those autos actually cut up my armor. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's a lot. Yeah, watch your Mi-24, man. You're flying straight into AA, Dragoon.
Thanks.
But yeah, if I were to go to college, I'd definitely take a history major or something. Just with the job I plan on getting, it's not a requirement. Because I'm a third generation fireman, and I don't plan on being just a fireman. I'd like to join. Oh, he left. I'd like to join the Navy to become a corpsman, and then come back to the fire department.
Yeah, let me tell you a story, man. I just went to OCS a couple weeks ago, and for the Marine Corps.